I'm Brittany, this is Mama's Time Out, and I hope you enjoy this video.
I've been all around the world, every city, every place, always been a restless girl, but now there's a wind of change. I've never ever felt this way, longing for you, pick up the phone, catching a flight, I'm coming home, back to the place I've always known, home, seeing you soon, I gotta run, we're gonna have a
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So about, I think when this goes live, probably about 2 weeks ago, I posted a video and it was my freezer to crock pot meal video, my prep video where I prepped all the meals. And I got a lot of comments asking like, what do you serve them with? How long do you cook them? How do you defrost them? So I thought that I would make a couple of them for you guys over the next couple of days and show you and kind of give you my tips and my experiences so that you guys can make yours as well. Tonight we're gonna do the teriyaki chicken, and I just pulled it out of the freezer. I wasn't planning on doing this meal, so I think I pulled it out at like 2 o'clock, and I just stuck the whole bag in a bottle of in a bowl of water. You can do cold water. Things actually defrost faster in cold water than hot water. There's a fun fact for you. So so I did that, and then it's totally defrosted. Now I'm gonna cook mine in the Instant Pot because it was too late. It's 4 o'clock to do it, and we have soccer at 5:15, so it was too late to do it in the crock pot. If you were going to do this in the crock pot, I would definitely do it on low, and I would do it on low for probably 3 to 4 hours. A lot of my meals are like 6 to 8, but this doesn't have anything in it besides chicken and sauce, and you can burn it. So I would just do 3 to 4 hours on low, and I probably would do it while maybe you're home so that you can watch it. Yeah, it's probably more like a weekend meal. I don't think I would make this one during the week because you can't leave it on like all day. Or you could do it, you could probably do it on your crock pot on low for 4 hours. No, mine does high for 4 hours, high for 6, low for 8. So I definitely think I probably would use that one on the weekend when you're home. And then, or you could use the Instant Pot. So I'm going to show you how I used the Instant Pot for this one. So I'll go through it over the next couple of days. This will kind of be like a meal, freezer to crock pot meal, making the meals, plus like a little bit of vlogging. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them. Find me on Instagram, find me on Facebook. Let's get started. I'm going to show you the teriyaki chicken. I'm going to show you what I serve it with today, and it's one of our favorites. Okay guys, so like I said, I put it in a thing of hot water, and this is like defrosted now. Not hot water, cold water, I'm sorry. And so this is my Instant Pot. It's out and plugged in. Don't mind, this is like so disgusting. I need to clean it. So I'm gonna get this put in here, and I'll turn it on, show you guys how long I cook it for, and then we're gonna make some rice because I always serve this with plain white rice, but I put a lot of butter in it. And it's so good. We love this meal. All right, you guys, so here's my setup. I am gonna take the chicken. Oh, I guess got water everywhere. And then just dump it in. So open the bag, and then just dump it in the Instant Pot. Now, if you were doing this in a crock pot and you had a little bit of time and you weren't able to defrost it, you definitely could put the crock pot on like low and turn it on and put the bag in there, and then it would defrost eventually. Okay, so you're then just going to turn this, you're going to put your lid on and put the valve to the back, and you're going to do manual high for 12 minutes. You're just going to let that go. When it's done, you can let it naturally release. Normally, I just flip the valve and then shred the chicken, and it's ready to go. Okay, so like I said, I usually serve this with white rice, and so I turned my burner on to, you can't see it back here, but ours goes 2, 4, 6, 8, so I turned it on 8 so that I can get the water boiling. I usually do 2 cups. Now I store my instant white rice in a container like this. We know what it is. I usually do 2 cups, and then that gives each person a half a cup. We have 4 people in our family. So I just pour the water in, And then my tip is that I usually do butter in the water while it's boiling, and then I do add a little bit at the end. So I'll go ahead and let this boil, and then I will dump in my rice. Alright guys, so once the water is boiling, you're going to want to turn your stove off and dump your 2 cups of rice in. And then I always like to just stir it a little bit. And then minute rice takes 5 minutes. You're supposed to cover it. I don't know where the lid is for this specific pot, so I'm just going to use this one. I did it the other day and it turned out fine if I can get it to stay on. Okay, so that should be fine. In about 5 minutes, the rice will be done. Alright, so this is what it looks like when it was done. I'm going to shred it really quick. But by the way, a little tip from me to you, if you have an Instant Pot, the lid goes on the side in here. I did not know that, and it took me forever to figure out.
Have this feeling, haven't felt for so long. Took a hold on me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard. Cause you're in my space and now I'm so
Alright, so this is what dinner looks like. So just serving the teriyaki chicken over rice. Don't mom shame me. I am not serving a veggie tonight. I don't have time. I didn't have anything prepared for it. Like I said, we didn't know we were having this, but super good. Our family loves it, but I will probably serve the boys with some fruit. Alright you guys, tonight for dinner we tried a new recipe for chicken and dumplings, and it was so good. It's definitely going to become a staple in our house. So feel free to screenshot this. I will also go ahead and put the Pinterest link in the description box below. So I'm just getting started by using one of these crock pot liners. I knew it was one of those meals that was going to stick to the crock pot, so I wanted to use this, and I know that there is a lot of controversy over them, but we use them and we like them. So I'm just getting started by putting the chicken and the onions and the carrots, and then it called for 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, and then also called for 1 can of chicken broth, and I did 4 tablespoons of butter cut up, and then I am putting this in my crock pot, and I put it on low for 8 hours, and you guys, it was completely perfect. It was so amazing. So I'm just going to continue to add everything in here and then let that cook for about 7 hours on low. And then after that is done cooking for about 7 hours, I went ahead, stirred it, and shredded the chicken. And the easiest way, I think, to shred chicken is to put it in a bowl and then use 2 forks and kind of just shred it that way and stir it a little bit. It really breaks the chicken up. The next thing you're going to want to do is open the Pillsbury biscuits and cut them up, stick them in the crock pot, stir it up, and let it cook for another hour. Alright you guys, this is how dinner turned out. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. And I tasted it a little bit. It does taste really good too. So that's what's for dinner. You can find the link to this recipe in the description box below. This meal turned out so good. I highly recommend it. It is definitely going to become a staple in our house. The next meal that I am going to make is this Hawaiian chicken. Now it is a freezer crock pot meal, so I will stick that video link down below, but the bag was frozen, so I stuck it in my crock pot and just let it defrost on low for about an hour, and then was able to dump it in. I forgot to film the rest of this, but it was really good. Alright guys, this is what the pineapple chicken looked like when it was done. It was super good, the boys said. I actually never ate dinner tonight. I was still working, and I just really wasn't that hungry. But the boys all ate, and they put it over nachos, and they said it was really good. Alright you guys, the last meal that I am cooking for you today is kind of one of my own recipes. I got it kind of at Sam's Club on a Sunday when we were there shopping, and I've adapted it to my own recipe. It is sausage, peppers, and rice. Well, it's kibasi peppers and rice, and it is so good. So you're just going to start by chopping up the peppers. So you're going to wash them and chop them up. And then we are going to saute them in a pan along with some onion and butter. And you're just going to let that soften up. I usually let mine get kind of burnt because we like them well done. So that's what I'm doing here, just adding everything to the pan and letting it cook up. While that was cooking, I went ahead and cut the kibasi into kind of bite-sized pieces. And then you'll see I end up moving all of the mixture over to one side of the pan and then adding the kibasi on the other side. And then I do add honey, and I don't really measure, but I add a decent amount. And then you're going to add in 2 cups of rice and 2 cups of beef broth and let that simmer down. Once it was done, I always check on it, and if it needs more broth, then I'll go ahead and add more like I did here. Let it simmer for a little bit longer, and that was it, you guys. It is a super yummy meal, and it's definitely a staple in our house. Alright, you guys, that's going to be it for this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you make any of these meals, don't forget to tag me over on Instagram. If you are new, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button. We would absolutely love to have you as a part of our YouTube family, and we will see you guys in our next video. Bye!